Mr. Steve Perlman.
Thank you. All right, cool. So what I'm here to talk about is not about what is available right now, but what's going to be available in the next few weeks. And then actually I'm going to show you something that's going to be available even a little bit further than that. But this is the future, not just of OnLive. In our view, it's the future of gaming. So what I got here, this is one of the Android tablets that's available. It's a Motorola Zoom. And as you can see, we can run OnLive on this. Now, if you have an iPad, you already know you can see the iPad viewer and the OnLive viewer on the iPad where you can watch games. But and of course you can do that here. We can go and watch games being played. So here's somebody playing Borderlands. You know, you can find out about that player. You know, this guy joined in June of 2010. So he joined around the time of E3 last year. And we can also go and back out. And then, but the thing that's really cool about this version of the OnLive app for Android is that in addition to viewing games, you can play games. So here, I'm going to play Virtua Tennis, and certainly you can play much more sophisticated games. The reason I like to demo Virtua Tennis is that it's very easy to show. And you see it starts up right away. Off we go. And just click go for starting it up. And okay. And then, what's really cool about Virtua Tennis, I'll show you in a second. So we're going to play, you're ready, and as you can see here, this is on a Vizio TV that has OnLive built into it. Vizio announced that all of their internet TVs coming out this year and their Blu-ray players will have OnLive built in. So it's easy to spectate whatever I'm doing. So I can go and choose a couple of players here to play, and off we go. So now, how do you play this thing? So one of the things I'm excited to introduce is the OnLive Universal Game Controller. So if you hold this up, as you can see, I can go and play this game with the controller. And so there you have it. I'm playing on an Android tablet and losing on an Android tablet. But then I can go make a brag clip. And so I just recorded a brag clip that is, oh, I just got aced. And as you can see, they have this full flexibility of gameplay with this controller. This controller will work with Android, iPad, with Vizio TVs, Blu-ray players, etc., as well as the OnLive micro console. So suppose that you're traveling and your plane's late and you're stuck at an airport and you don't want to use the controller. Well, you can bring up the a local interface that allows you to use touch. Now, this doesn't work with every single game. That's if you have too many. If it's a legacy game and they didn't think of touch, it may not work. But it does work very well with this particular game, and it will work with other ones. So there you can see, I'm able to go and play, and maybe even see if I can score a point. Let's see what we got here. Whoa, no, all right. But anyways, so as you can see, you could have a touch interface as well with the game, as well as using the controller, your choice. So this is, again, working with legacy games. Now I'm going to go show you something which was just announced yesterday, all right? So now I've got an iPad, again, using the iPad player, not the iPad viewer, and this is running a game that can only run on OnLive. This is a game called From Dust, and it was just, Ubisoft is previewing it now, and From Dust is a very, very sophisticated game. It's pushing the limits of any current console in order to make it run, or any current PC. So you can't possibly run it on a tablet. You can't run it on a laptop. But as you can see, they have a touch interface with it and allows you to go and see the full richness of the game. And you can see you're spectating me there. I mean, look at the water simulation and so on. This is unlike any kind of tablet game that's ever been developed. It's a full touch-sensitive game. So as you see, we're going to start seeing games starting, this is the first one, but you're seeing more and more coming out this fall, which not only work with a keyboard, mouse, and controller as traditional games, but also work with touch. So one of the things you've been hearing about at this show is how there's going to be a two-screen experience for some games. How there's going to be a tablet combined with a TV set. Well, OnLive will be delivering that this year, and this is the first example of it. Will you be able to have both screens being used with the tablet or the two screens running independently? But the great thing is, you're not tethered to a console that's next to your TV. You can take the tablet with you, and of course use it with any game in your library wherever you go. It's a very, very flexible system. All right, so now let me give you a preview of some stuff which is coming out later this year. which is really going to blow you away. So this is another iPad, again running the iPad player, but you notice here in the corner, instead of saying last played here, which is what we have in our current menu, it says browse, all right? So the browse button brings up a browser. Now, the iPad certainly is capable of browsing the web by itself, but there's certain things that the iPad's not that great for, and one of them is Flash. So what we've done is we actually have the same game servers that are running in our data center that are running these high-performance games. They're actually running a browser. But in our data center, this browser is connected to a 10 gigabit link to the internet. So things load almost instantly. So certainly, you have full touch capability, and HTML5 page like the OnLive page will work fine. But now I can go to a site like, for example, here I like to show this Mercedes-Benz site, and look how fast that's loading. Try this site at home. It'll take a minute, minute and a half on your fast connection. 10 gigabit connection, it downloads almost instantly. And I can go and touch features here and say do SLS features. And again, you're spectating my browsing here. One thing I do want to make it clear, we're not going to go and allow spectating automatically when you're browsing. If you really want to allow people to watch you, that's okay. But anyways, again, we can go and have the same features that you would normally have only on a Flash-based system that was that's not based on a mobile device, is now available on any kind of device. And then in addition, I can go and jump to a site like CBS.com, and here pick a show. And if you know much about CBS.com, it doesn't work so well without Flash. But here it is. I can jump in, start watching a show. Off you go, NCIS. You'll bring up full screen. That's it. I'm running. All on an iPad or on an OnLive game system or on a Vizio TV, on anything running OnLive. What we've done is completely generalize the browsing experience with that level of sophistication. I can dive into Facebook, etc. So anyways, the basic concept here is, so I don't know, as you can see, you even get pop-up ads. It's very authentic. But anyways, if I can go and quit out of this thing. So now I want to show you something which is a preview of what the future of gaming is. Now if you look at this trailer, which is the trailer for Batman Arkham City, this trailer, for most people look at this thing, they see it as something which is way higher performance than you would ever imagine a game could have. All right, so I'm going to skip ahead here. And when you look at the level of realism there, with the face and with all the different effects and so forth, that level of realism is something that's only achievable in motion pictures. All right, when you see movies like Transformers, Green Lantern, Pirates of the Caribbean, the recent Tron movie, Harry Potter, these were all films using the same technology that was used to make this trailer that I'll show you a little bit about, that is an OnLive technology called Nova Contour. So far, it's just been feature films. Here's the first test that's leading into video games. Faces look pretty darn real. How do we achieve that level of realism? We do it with this new capture technology. And this shows you how we did it. Here's the actor. Look at the level of subtlety we can pick up in his face, all right? And we're able to go and capture faces so they look like live action. Now, the only problem with this is there is no way something like that Batman Arkham City trailer can run in real time on any console, not on any console announced for 2012. In fact, not even any high-performance PC they would have today. It's just not feasible, all right? But in a data center with super fast connections, super fast disk drives, multiple servers if you need them, special hardware for doing ray tracing, etc., now you can deliver this level of realism that has never been seen before in games. Now, OnLive's been around for a year. Last E3 show, we had 19 games. People were saying OnLive can't possibly work. People were saying that people aren't going to use it, it's not going to be adopted. So here we are, E3 2011. We have 100 games. We just showed you From Dust, which is exclusive to OnLive with the touch capability. We're on multiple devices. We have partners who have announced that are going to build OnLive into their, into their TVs and Blu-ray players. And basically, we've shown that OnLive is not just a technology, but OnLive really is a mainstream major platform for gaming. And what's very exciting about it is that you'll be able to go and experience this kind of realism coming forward on any device. Your call, whatever you want. Whether you want to go iOS, Android, whether you want to be PC, Mac, whether you want to be on your TV, Blu-ray player, etc. And you're not going to be thinking of games as a type of application software which is tied to a device that may get obsolete. We've made games into a type of media, just like video, just like audio, just like JPEGs, where any type of connected device is able to go and play games with super realism, instant play capability, and complete flexibility as you go from platform to platform. All right, well, thank you very much. Appreciate your time.